not wanting to go out in the rain and sit in a muddy ditch because it's miserable. So yeah, it's been a long off season, especially the second half. When you start to look forward to anything, seemingly the time goes twice as slow. Best just to forget about it. Don't really want to pester any ducks this year too much in early September, but it's worth coming out for a young fat goose or two. I think the ducks are, having said that, if a mallard flies past me, I might give it a salute, but otherwise I'm trying to kind of leave the ducks alone. One, because there doesn't seem to be many mallard around. Seem to be a declining species, the wild mallard, and I think probably best left for October onwards, when at least they lose the quill feathers and start to fatten up a wee bit more. Not saying that they're not good sport or good eating now, but for the few that there are around here, I'll try and resist until October onwards, but we'll see. Beggars can't really be choosers. Weapon of choice for this season is 12 bore semi-automatic. That's mostly because of the availability of the paper jocker wads that I think and hope are a bit of a game changer, just in terms of the lack of plastic. I think they seem to be only available in 20 bore and 12 at the moment, and even then the supply seems to be fairly erratic. But anyway, I've managed to get a load because I can load paper wads in steel and TSS. I've just decided to commit to it and leave the 28 bore and smaller bores behind. So I've kind of committed to trying to lighten my environmental footprint by reducing or removing the amount of plastic I send out there. There's a few teal coming over before further up the creek, but I don't really want to bother them, to be honest, yet. No sound of geese. Two big flocks of geese feeding on stubbles behind me last night. They came in around about this time. More pigeons coming over. Second can of Coke already. So flipping. So this is the newest member of the team. This is Brandy, my 9-month-old fox red Labrador bitch. Very carefully bred and expertly trained up by my friends at Brockle Fox Red Labs. Look them up on Facebook if you're curious. I'm told she's been quite a natural from the very start at retrieving all kinds of things. Swimming, this was her first introduction to water, and she just jumped straight into the channel down on the estuary. She had a heck of a lot of expert time spent on bringing up to a certain standard, which I'm now quite keen to not mess up. So the retrieving angle, she's got down to quite a high degree. I'm just working on the usual steadiness to shot, heel work, all the rest of it, hand signals, all the stuff that'll be old hat to many of you watching, I'm sure, but it's new to me, having only had pointing dogs before instead of retrievers. This is in the recent hot spell where the only thing to do was to go down the creeks and have a good swim. So yeah, working on memory retrieves at the moment, and we'll be working on be moving on to blind retrieves, hand signals, all the rest of it. So I'll keep you updated with her progress as the season develops. But no, she's I couldn't be more pleased with her so far.
This is ridiculous. It doesn't feel like September at all. It's like a sultry night in July. It's about 19 degrees. There's about 200 swallows zipping about all over the marsh. Starlings, wood pigeons, black-headed gulls. Everything apart from wildfowl, all apart from those 3 geese that flew past. I can hear geese coming. I don't know where they're coming, but oh, it's just a single goose high up. Very high up. Coming this way. Oh, that's too high. Too wide. God, that must be 80 or 90 yards up. I think there's a skein coming now. I can see them in the distance, but they're flipping way up. And that one's come back circling in as well. I don't know whether they're coming over here or into the marsh, but there's quite a few anyway. Way up in the sky. I better put the phone down just in case they do drop out and come off. Oh, just too high. Oh, well, it's a bit of excitement. They came perfectly online, but just too high. I was in 2 minds, but then I remembered a little tip that somebody gave me lately, that a friend gave me, that if you can't see the tips of the wings past the barrel, then they're probably out of shot. And I think they were. I think they were one of those ones where you think they're just on the edge of range and they're 50 yards and they're probably 70 or 80. Might be another skein yet. There were 2 different groups last night, so there might be another one coming in yet. They were even higher than the first bunch. They were way, it wasn't even a question on that one. They were quite about 120 yards up. Well, I'm back out again. It's a better night for it. We've actually got geese on the sandbar out on the estuary, so if they're going to come this way, there's a much better chance that they might be within shot when they pass over, and there's a good westerly breeze blowing as well, which might help. Only thing is, I'm worried about it might drift them further out of range to the right, but anyway, can't do anything about that. Can only be in one place. Well, that seemed to be a misfire. It struck the primer, but anyway, you saw the result, didn't quite go off. Seems to be a bit of a noise. I don't know whether there's some taking off. I'm not going to have much time to get ready. I'll just come over those bushes and they'll be on me before I know it. I thought they might swing this way a bit. I might just give them a salute just to break up the boredom. Well, that's a turn up for the books. I just saw a single goose coming and I was totally caught cold. Trying to turn on the cameras in a hurry and it was just coming straight through there. And I don't know what cameras, either the head camera or the shot camera, I actually managed to get turned on in time, but did actually. There's a lot of grey lags making a bit of noise out there. I'm expecting some to come soon, possibly. Anyway, I got it second shot. It dropped out in the field there, but yeah, pinkfoot, very early pinkfoot. Does look like an old bird, possibly. It's got quite a lot of old faded plumage, so whether that's one that's just very early or it's stayed over, it's possibly been slightly injured from last season and it's just bedded down with the local grey lags or on the local marsh. It does happen from time to time, so I believe. So, but we'll take that. So we're off the mark for the season, and it's quite fat too, so that'll make a good meal. We've got supper, no more fish fingers anyway. Result.